Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TCG Talk, back today with another video. In today's video, I just kind of want to have a little bit of fun and talk about the new upcoming set in Everfest and some of the cryptic tweets that Fab TCG has been putting out about different cards that may be in the set. They've put out a ton of tweets. I pulled up like 10 or so tweets here. I left a couple out just because I don't know, I didn't have a strong opinion on them or anything crazy, but I wanted to give my opinion on some of them and then also just get your opinions on some of them. I think it's really cool to talk about. I personally have not been more excited for a set than Everfest. I think what it can mean, both what it can mean for the meta and like the fun and utility aspect of it, make the set really interesting. So we'll get right into it and talk about some of these tweets, my thoughts on 'em, get some of your thoughts on 'em, and go from there. The first one I pulled up was a new finisher for an existing ninja combo line. So like love and hate this tweet at the same time. I started in Katsu. Katsu's probably my OG hero, to be honest with you. And so I'm super excited to get more cards. Ninja needs more cards. Even though Ninja does have a big card pool, it's also kind of the same card pool for a little bit. Um, and I am excited to see what they can do differently, especially hopefully when we get to like the ninja area, like Mysteria. uh Hopefully they can create some elemental ninjas like wind or something like that, or even like a lightning ninja. But if they don't do that this set and they just do like generic ninja cards for this, I hope it's not open the center. That's the only thing I'll say about this tweet. The open the center line, like if they me a card that will replace open the center, so maybe it says finisher, so I don't think it's gonna be open the center. It would probably be like a flusterfish replacer, right? But I hope if they replace something, it would be open center, because open center, unless you have head jab in the line with you, it kind of sucks. You don't want to search for it because it costs two. So you basically have to discard a card to go get a card that costs two, and that just sucks. Even though it is five dominates, whatever, and go again, like it's not good unless you draw it with head jab. So it's super situational. So I hope Open the Center somehow gets a replacement card. But if not, if I had to pick a line, one of the guys in our Discord said a good idea was kind of give an ending line for Whelming Gust Wave, so it doesn't have to be Katsu. Like so, then other people could use Surging Strike, Whelming Gust Wave, and then maybe it's a different finisher instead of McGinty or Lord of Wind. So then the McGinty line isn't just a Katsu line. It could be Surging Strike, Whelming Gust Wave, or something else. But it's gonna be really interesting. I hope that they do some different stuff in Ninja, because if they do give different finishers different cards, I hope it kind of changes the play style of Ninja a little bit and doesn't just give it more of the same. So like, yes, you get more cards, but all those cards still do the same thing. So hopefully that works out. For the next one, two cards to destroy auras. Simply put, I hate Aura Prism. I'm sorry, because it's so annoying to play against. So it'd be nice to have generic cards to destroy auras, uh, to kind of combat Prism, and make Aura Prism. I'm not trying to make Aura Prism like weak, but like help it, be able to combat against Aura Prism, and that would be really nice. So we'll see what happens with that. But hopefully these are generic cards and not class specific. I would think that they're going to be generic cards, but we'll have to see. For the next one, a card that halves and attacks power. This is going to be awesome for going up against like a Bravo if it's a generic, or going up against an Oldheim, or going up even against like an Ice Lexi that creates a dominated attack. Anything that creates a high dominated attack, this is going to be really good to help combat against those. Um, it's really weird, not weird. It's really cool that it's in this set, because Everfest, for lack of a better term, is kind of Bravo's set, and Guardian's set. So to see them, make cards that go against Guardian is very interesting, because it screams anti Guardian to me, or anything that has high dominate. So it's gonna be really cool to see that, and it's just cool to see maybe get cards that aren't just straight up defense reactions, but they do effects to the attack attacking you, right? So it'd be really cool to see that. For the next one, an ability to prevent yourself from losing the game. This one scares me. Okay. I understand, like, this person down here said makes me think of Necromancer class, which is really cool. But one thing I hope it is I hope it's a one-time ability, right? Like, I hope if you're about to go to zero life total, you implement this card. Maybe it's a item or a static ability or effect. But hopefully it's a one-time ability and it's not like something that's static and you have to get rid of, because that would just create a stupid like OP thing. I don't think it'll be like something you have to get rid of. I think it will be a one-time ability, but that's the only thing I say about that is I hope it's a one-time thing, right? I hope it's like this one-time really nice ability that you can use. The next one, a unique pitch, cost, power, and defense combination for generic attack. I don't know if unique pitch means like more than one, two, or three. That'd be really interesting if they go above the one, two, three system that they have right now. But that's the only thing I'm really focusing on with this tweet is the pitch. Like, is it going to be unique pitch? Like we haven't seen a pitch with this type of combination before, or is it going to be a different pitch altogether? It's going to be really cool to see that. For the next one, the most powerful attack in the game yet. I wonder if that means like straight combat power, or if that means, um, like if it means just like the implication of what the attack can do, right? Because like right now, the most powerful attack in the game is what, Crippling Crush, I think, correct? Is 11 power. I can't think of one higher than that without being buffed. Um, so it's gonna be really cool to see if they mean by attack power or if they mean just like in general the most powerful attack in the game. And we'll see if it goes more towards the aggro, if it's a generic, if it's a guardian. Like this card could go a lot of different ways, and it's really cool to try to think of where it could go. A card with a type that hasn't previously existed in his class. Most people are saying that this is going to be for, um, not most people, a decent amount of people I've been watching said that they think it's going to go to Wizard, giving Wizard an attack action instead of just being straight, instant speed and non attack actions. Uh, Maybe giving Brute an attack reaction. That is another option. A couple of people said a couple of different things. But overall, it's gonna be really interesting to see what they do. I think this points to Wizard, but I could be wrong. We'll just have to see when it comes out. The next one, a way to destroy your own equipment and weapons. This one's weird. I don't know what to think about this. Someone said underneath that defense reaction to break your equipment to block. That might be a good idea. Like I'm trying to think in my head, like why would I want to break my equipment? Because equipment is so important in Flesh and Blood. It has to be for a good reason, right? It has to be in order to prevent damage or to do something where you're inhibiting the opponent from doing something that they're doing. You're not just going to destroy your equipment to destroy it. Either that or there's some hero ability coming up that we don't know about that has to do with destroying equipment, um, which would be really cool considering how important equipment is in the game. If you have a hero that's maybe targeting equipment just as much as they're targeting life total. So that'd be really cool to see. Four left. So we have four equipment cards not previously printed in their class in zones before. So I'm gonna go back up really fast for you guys. And we were talking about this in our Discord of like what could this be, right? My friend Jacob pointed out a very good like options of what it could be. So we tried to think of equipment zones that are not in a current class right now. So a helm for warrior, so like a headpiece for warrior. Guardian legs, obviously that's always a big one. Guardian, like what do you run for boots? A ranger chest piece would be really big, right? Ninja chest, a wizard headpiece. Rune blade has everything, so it's definitely not going to be a rune blade. A chest for or a headpiece for illusionist, and then mech and brute gloves. So they have a lot of options here that they could go with, right? Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different options. I think we're gonna see guardian legs because they really need that, and with it being Everfest, I just think that's gonna be a thing. I could see a ninja chest piece as well. I think that's gonna be a big one. Wizard might be a one because it hasn't gotten a lot of love, and I probably would pick maybe like Warrior's Head or Brute Gloves, but it's gonna be really cool to see what they do with this. But I definitely think the one you can count on personally for me is Guardian Legs. I think we're gonna see that. But it's really cool to see more equipment. I love to see a diversified equipment base so we can kind of have different meta games with different equipment and go from there. Um, for the next one, an attack that rewards the opponent for defending it. I like this, right? This allows aggro decks to still be aggro decks, but also allows people to combat aggro decks in a way, right? So it's going to be really cool to see if it rewards them from life total, if it rewards them with resources for their next turn, if it rewards them with a attack or something like that, or searching a card, whatever it is, right? Be able to attack the aggro meta without killing the aggro meta. And it's really cool that they're trying different ways in order to do that. The next one is an air attack, unlike any other. As someone who has been switching to Lexi as of late, I'm really excited to see this. Well, thing is it going to be an Azalea car? Is it going to be more of a Lexi car? Is it going to be a specialization, or is it going to be a generic, arrow that anyone can use? Be really interesting to see it. But as someone who's trying to try Lexi out a lot right now, I think Lexi's in a good spot in the meta, and people are hoping Azalea gets buffed a little bit. It's going to be really cool to see if something changes with that. Then for the last one that I pulled, a card that searches your deck for something specific in its name. This will be really powerful, right? This is kind of like a Showtime, I guess, except for, yeah, it's gonna be similar to a Showtime. which is a really powerful card in Flesh and Blood. Being able to have those pivot turns is insane. Since you don't have like mana climb and stuff like that, and have to wait till late game to drop your bombs, you can drop a bomb turn one if you get it. If you get this card early, it's going to be really good. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how that happen, what that does, and how that goes. But yeah, the Flesh and Blood Twitter's been doing really good. Been really cool seeing everything that they've been putting out. I really like how they're doing the spoiler season overall, and they're growing the game right and doing things correctly. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on Everfest. Let me know what your thoughts are on those tweets. Any of those tweets that really catch your eye, that you're really excited about. I know I'm excited about a lot of them. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you think about Everfest, who you're going and playing, who you're hoping gets stronger, and just what your thoughts are on the set. But if you like this, you can leave a like, comment, subscribe. If not, no worries at all. Go to another Flesh and Blood creator, do it to another, so we get more people seeing this game. I want to say I really appreciate everyone that watches these videos. You guys are awesome. I do this just for fun, so the fact that people actually want to watch it in any way, shape, or form is awesome. But thank y'all so much. I hope y'all have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see y'all next time on TCG Talk. Thank y'all so much.